Hi guys, Beth here, aka Mediagirl94. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another gameplay video. Today we are back playing Tokyo Revengers PUZZ REVE. I'm just going to call it the Tokyo Revengers like game because you know I can't pronounce the PUZZ bits. There is an update. I know I promised I would play like part 2 of like the last event, but I was very busy at work, so I didn't even play the second part myself, so like the second part of like the Gatcha. But I have heard that there is plenty of new content in the run-up to Halloween, so let's just, you know, dive right in. Okay, we have a birthday boy. Okay, I'm not really fussed on him. I'll make a mean mummy out of you. Oh, zombie Ken. Oh, more playful guide. Oh, ran. I'm a sucker for a bad boy. Yeah, so this is the new event, the Bloody Halloween Shibuya Cosplay War. Okay, so Ran is on a limited banner. Nope, I don't want to buy. Let's see what type of event it is. Is it your, yeah, it is your typical... Oh, Ken. Are they gonna throw a Halloween party? Halloween costume contest time. I love how they're all confused, like, Mikey, what the hell are you talking about? Urgo, he just made it up. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is your, you play 10 levels, and then you have like, there's 40 levels against the boss, and then you've got the part 2, which will open, I can't tell you when it will open because I haven't got that far. The event blitz, so you have Mummy Ken, he's the big boy. You have, I'm guessing that's like Vampire Mikey, and then, is he on the, who's on who then? Okay, so in terms of the Gatcha, okay, Mitsuya, he's the Gatcha, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually loving the getup. So does that mean Mikey is on the paid event pass? Yes. I'm guessing is he like meant to be like a vampire? It just says Halloween. So yeah, this event pass is the thing you pay for. It costs 500 paid gems. You can do it free and you get like a support card at the end, or if you pay, you get Mikey. But this is a free-to-play account, so I will not be doing it. Which is very sad, because on my paid account, I'm a sucker for a completionist. Oh, I should have seen who the other... Did it tell me? Go back, go back, go back. No, it didn't say. I'm pretty sure then it'll be... Yeah, so if we look at the card, if it'll let me, it won't let me. So they're the 4 characters you can get. I'm going to do a 10 pull just because I had 10 tickets saved from the last event. Let's skippy skip. Anything good? Got another support card. I really want to pull on this. Do I need a green? Can I justify it? Let's see my current character roster. It hasn't changed since last time I played the game. I do have a lot of greens. And is Ken also a green? This game loves giving out greens. Yeah, he is also a green. Ooh. He's a red. We'll see. We'll get a few more gems and then we might do some more pulls. Let me get my gifts. Yep, for ending the event. There's also going to be like a limited, first event. So play the first half, defeat the boss, draw 10 gachas, defeat the boss while playing as Mitsuha, and then clear all the missions. So we'll give it a go. I got 10 likes. What did I get? Oh, I got another. Okay. Any more surprises? Nope. Okay. Let's actually play the game, play some levels. Let's actually see, because actually on the limited, what is there? Okay, so we have the gacha to get free tickets for his birthday. Do I have enough strength even? I do, so I like how I'm not even interested in him, but I'm not about to turn down like free gacha tickets. If all I've got to do is just play some levels, so let's just get this out of the way. This is where it turns out to be harder than I thought it was, and I'm like, oh no. Because I've realised this actually uses your lives as well. And I've only got 5 lives. It takes 15 minutes for all the lives to restore. And I might need it for the actual event, so we will see how far I get. I'm pretty sure these birthday gachas, the power levels aren't too extortionate. But it's also like a new thing, because I know when the game first started, I'm going to have to turn the volume down slightly. When the game first started, when they did the birthday events, they literally just gave you the tickets, they gave you the birthday cake in your inventory in like your mailbox. So I'm not quite sure where they suddenly decided, you know what, let's make people play in order to unlock the tickets and the cake. But I guess it does add something to the game. So I can see why they did it, but by doing that, they couldn't really justify doing extortionate power. Because then it kind of takes away the fact that anyone used to be able to get these items. Because even if I don't like this birthday boy, there is a chance I can get something else on his banner. So kind of in the end of the day, it's the more pulls, the better. Watch me not even get onto like the Halloween event in this video. Watch me just do all these and then run out of lives. Okay, so you do get 150 gems, so I would recommend if you want to build up gems for gachas, which is kind of what I'm, see, 252. Kind of out of my range. So we'll leave that one. Okay, I guess I'll do the Ran one. I mean, you don't have to pull my arm. I would only want Ran out of the pull, because he's the good character here. I know quite a few people like these the Tenjuku characters, but some of them I'm just like not a fan of, and in terms of like Shion, I just don't like his vibe. I like everyone else's vibe, I just don't like his. Plus I think he's the 2-star pull. It would also make sense, you know, having some of like the Tenjuku characters on the banner in the run up to Halloween, just because they're the bad guys, so it makes sense. Let's do this. Oh, I know I also mentioned that this is like a free-to-play account, but on my paid account, I did pay the 500 gems to get the event pass, because I'm kind of a completionist on my paid accounts. Especially if I like all the characters that are on the banner, or like in that event. There is a chance that the purse might come out. But you do not have to make yourself broke in these games. This is a very free-to-play game. I'm an adult, I have a job, I get a paycheck every month. I do budget like properly, so I set aside money for like my rent, my bills, like food, all the stuff I need to survive in the month, and I always leave myself a little bit, you know, to either like pay some money for my gacha games, buy some manga, or go to a gig. I always make sure that I have enough money to get by in the month, and also have like a little bit extra, you know, in case of an emergency. I can go a couple of months where I actually don't spend any money on gacha, especially if I'm running a little bit short. But yeah, this game is absolutely easy to play, free. Just throwing that out there. Let's do the event. Because I would like to get to like 9,000 gems, so that way I can do pulls. Oh, look at the guys with the little pumpkin hats. In the comments, if you're watching this before Halloween, what are you going as? Because I'm going to like a Halloween day event, and what I mean by that, it starts at 3 in the afternoon, finishes at 10 PM, but we'll probably end up staying out until like the early hours of the morning. In the past, I've gone as quite a few different things. I've done Wednesday, but that was like a few years. That was like pre-COVID, before the Wednesday show was a thing. I used to go as Wednesday because it made a lot of sense. Because if you see what I look like in real life, I could kind of pull off the character. I've done witches, I've done vampires. But I think this time round, I'm not sure because there's like a bunch of us going. And I know someone potentially mentioned going as like, oh, why don't we go as like old school, like emo or like scene kids and pretty much relive our high school years? Because I was in high school in 2005 and scene and emo were a very big thing. But I'm not sure if I'm going to go down the scene and the emo approach. Trust me, my wardrobe is full of black. I can get away with it. But I'm thinking of going for like a mature, like goth look. I did buy like a really nice like black dress. It's got like a nice little like bow on it, and it's got like batwing like mesh sleeves. You know, maybe some fishnets, some boots. I'm not sure if I'll curl or straighten my hair, and then like dark, moody, gothic makeup. I like how my friends are like, oh, we want a theme. And I'm there like, cute, mature goth. But I'm unsure. Ergo, what I'm saying is I have about 4 different options for my Halloween costume this year. It is one of my favourite times of year. I always book it off work. Even if I'm not doing anything, I like to be in the house. Just in case, you know, some people come trick-or-treating, we always get sweets. However, in the area that I'm currently living in, they don't like to knock on the door, they just like to egg your house. So, you know, those little angels, they are perfect in every shape and form. I don't know why I like Halloween so much. Everyone will like argue like, oh, it's like part of like your personality, and I'm like, oh, didn't know it was my personality. Just because I'm like moody and I wear black all year round and I hate people and I like ghosts, paranormal, super anything like that doesn't mean that's my personality. Maybe it is. But yeah, like I said, comments. What are you going as this Halloween? Are you staying in? Are you going out? This is probably going to be my last big like blowout of the year. I say that, however, I do have my work night out party at the start of December. And our work parties do get a little bit cray-cray, but that is like a couple of months in between Halloween and Christmas. I am at that age now where I cannot go out every single night. And if I am going out to like a club or I'm going out to an event, it has to be planned months in advance. You know, I like to have my ticket. I like to be prepared. Some people say that takes the fun out of it, but when you get, like, I would say to, like, your 30s, all I know is, by going out to this Halloween event, I know I'm going to drink. And all I know is that I'm happy to be off work. Like, the next, like, I'm off the Sunday, the Monday, the Tuesday. So I have 3 days to lie around in bed feeling sorry for myself. But yeah, I will happily go to gigs throughout the year, because they're like my stress relief. But in terms of actual, like, going out, like, night outs, I do limit myself, like, nowadays, because I've realised the joys of staying inside. Yeah, I either like to stay in, you know, maybe have a few people over, play some board games, have a few drinks, order some takeaway. And if I go out, it's normally to the pub, and even then, like, we leave at, like, 10:30, 11. We might stay if there's a pub quiz. But as you get older, you kind of learn the joys of staying in. However, every now and then, I do like to let my hair down. I do like to party. I'm trying to actually think. The last time I had, like, a big blowout like this was probably April? End of April. Like, the same group of us who were going to this Halloween thing. We went to we went to, like, a rock metal emo night. That was April. Did I go out bank holiday? I did go out bank holiday, but I didn't stay out late. That was August, so technically my last big blowout was April. So I am kind of due one. I'm not a fan of these levels where you have, like, the rotation, like, mechanism. I get why they do it, because it gives you, like, different levels. They're just very annoying when you're trying to get particular colours. Like, because unless you can, like, line them up perfectly, you are a little bit screwed. Let's see. Any way I can pop that yellow? No. If I could have popped that yellow, it would have been perfect. Okay, I got another green. I also should be focused on, like, the other task, because it wants me to get rid of, like, yellow pieces and blue pieces. Okay, green barrels are done. Let's focus on the blues and the yellows. Okay, can I hook that up to a blue? I could have done it to the yellow, but I feel like there's more yellows on the board, so it was easier to take a chunk out of the blues. Okay. I get there naturally. Blue. Let's do this. Activate. Yep, there we go. And the rest of the characters, they come out a bit too late. But yeah, back to the game. Out of all, like, the events, like the bike, the melee or the melee, where you have to, like, just, like, fight, that was, like, the last event. I think I actually prefer this event. It sounds boring because it's, like, it's literally the same layout as, like, the normal game. But yeah, I think I prefer this event layout out of, like, the three. If you hear me gulping in the background, it's because I'm very tired. And I have an energy drink to try and, you know, boost my energy. I mean, that's what an energy drink does. So I don't know why I sounded so proud of myself. Okay, let's do this. So I've got to get 4 of those clovers. So I need to start knocking these down. But it also wants me to get the greens. Okay, here we go. I should be able to get at least one of them down. Yep. Okay, let's see what these boys can do for me. Okay. I'm not sure if I've kind of screwed myself with this. Will it... Okay, yeah, I can get both of them down. And then it just leaves us with one. Let's do this and hope we can line it up with... Lining it up with a yellow, there we go, would be very nice. As I said in previous videos, sometimes if you've got enough turns left or enough moves, you can easily sacrifice a couple of turns if it potentially helps you line up other pieces. Alrighty, on to the next level. Let's see if I can get to the boss. Also, the good thing about doing these 10 is it's also leveling up my event pass. So with the event pass, you can just play these event levels. You also can level it up by just playing the normal levels. Like I said, this game, they want to give you like as much, I would say, like help in like a good way. Because I don't know if I've said this, but like I've played like a lot of gacha games, a lot of these type of puzzle games, and I've spent some money on some, and certain games, they just make it very play to win. I like the gacha games where it's more fair, where you don't have to pay, you can just do it as like optional, where the game gives you like enough support and like maybe like enough freebies, but at the same time it's not so like hand-holdy. And this is definitely up there. Also, going off topic, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about this anime, because I know a lot of people are comparing the two. They're comparing Tokyo Revengers and Windbreaker. I watched Windbreaker, and I loved it. And I know a lot of people going like, oh, it's superior to Tokyo Revengers because it's delinquents done better in like gangs. And I'm just going to say this now. I feel like there are enough differences between the two shows. Tokyo Revengers does things better than Windbreaker and vice versa. So in terms of where do I stand on like that fence, I like both series. I'm in the process of collecting the Windbreaker manga. I'm very excited for season 2. The reason I wanted to bring up Windbreaker is because I saw an announcement that they are doing a game that's due to come out in 2025, apparently alongside season 2. And I'm really intrigued. Are they going to go down like this like gacha mobile game route, or is it going to be like a fairy tale which you can get on like consoles? So yeah, I'm interested. I also do not think I'm doing very well on this level. But yeah, the only reason I wanted to bring up Windbreaker briefly is because everyone's gone, you have to either like one or the other. You can't seem to like Tokyo Revengers and you can't like Windbreaker. There's lots of arguments online being like, no, you can only like one or the other. And I'm like, yo, they're both good. And the author, the mangaka of Windbreaker, has said, you know, that he was a fan and is a fan of the creator of Tokyo Revengers. And it's very safe to say, if you've watched Windbreaker, there are certain characters where you look at them and go, oh, you've plucked them straight out of Tokyo Revengers. And that's not a bad thing, especially if it's done in a place where he's a fan of the show, fan of the series, a fan of the characters. So I'm not too fussed, but I do hate when people go, you can only like one show or the other. No. I like both. And the main argument that why people say Windbreaker is better is because everyone says that if you compare the two leads, like Sakura and Takemichi, people like Takemichi is like such a crybaby. And I'm like, yeah, but that's part of the charm. That is part of his character, you know. Sure, he's not the best fighter, but he's always determined. The reason why everyone wants him in their gang later on in Tokyo Revengers is because when they look at him, they go, okay, you might not be the strongest fighter, but he can give some damn good speeches about, like, never giving up, and every time he gets beat down, he gets back up. And so he is there as, like, the motivational character. You don't have to be, like, the strongest, like, most, like, OP, like, lead. But then I also like the fact that Sakura just like beats people up left, right, and centre. So there's like a healthy balance between the two shows. I like both. So do with that information what you want, only because I kept getting shown like TikToks and like YouTube shorts of people comparing the two series, and I'm like, no. Also, because Windbreaker doesn't have that like many like arcs yet, I don't think it can really be fully judged. But I will say this from what I've seen of the anime, the way like the fight scenes and like some of like the art style and the direction for the series, I will say looks better than Tokyo Revengers. But right now, in terms of story, I would say Tokyo Revengers beats Windbreaker, but they're both very even playing fields. As you can see, I'm saying I'm not picking one or the other, but I'm really intrigued to see what Windbreaker does in terms of the game they release next year. I can see them doing like a mobile like Gatcha game, only because I feel like it's not a big enough of a series to justify having like a console game. Because you've got the fighting games, you've got Dragon Ball, but that's like one of the biggest series. Fairy Tail. They have 2 games now on console, but that was a pretty big series. So I feel like unless you can get to like God tier status, probably like mobile, Android, iOS is the way to go. Because you even got like Jujutsu Kaisen. That's a very popular series. That got like a mobile like PC game. Solo Leveling, very popular series. That got like a mobile PC game, so it'll be interesting what they do. Because I'm not sure if they'll be able to do like a puzzle game like this, because people then will compare it more to Tokyo Revengers. Maybe they go down like a solo leveling route and you actually play more of the story, kind of similar to what like Jujutsu Kaisen did with their game. But yeah, I'm intrigued. But I thought I'd just give my 2 cents about the 2 series and just say you can like both, you don't have to like one or the other. At the end of the day, if people online are dictating what manga and like anime you can watch or you can read, then they're not, I wouldn't say they're true fans. Because sure, I will happily tell people like my favourite shows, my favourite series, but I'm not telling you you've got to go out there and like watch it, or you've got to go out there and read it and you've got to like it as much as I do. No, it's an opinion. Everybody is opinionated, especially when it comes to manga and anime, and I've just got to get it out there because it's so frustrating. I think I said frustrating, right? I said it wrong the first time, I believe, but I caught myself. I like how this has just turned into like a rant, but I don't really think there's much I can talk about while doing this until I get to like the boss maybe and we do the gacha pulls. All I know is I wouldn't mind another gacha game because, well, more money for me to spend, and it gives me an option to potentially do another free-to-play series, which is what this is. But yeah. Don't let people dictate what you can like when it comes to anime and manga. Everyone has different tastes, everyone has different interests. If a show or a series is similar to another one, you can acknowledge that it's similar. You can acknowledge differences, but I don't think you can really go one is better than the other because everyone's going to have a different opinion. So think for yourselves is pretty much what I'm saying. Let's skip. Okay. Nearly there. I'll also do the point gacha to get the limited banner. Oh no, I am at the boss. Okay guys, we're at the boss. And he's Frankenstein. Okay, that was a bit of an easy dub. But yeah, the same with the other events. The events blitz, so those 3 characters that it showed you, if you have those characters unlocked, it gives you more damage, it gives you more points, more bonuses, etc. so that you can get a higher score. Ooh. Right, let's do the point Gatcha. I don't have 9,000 gems. I said I wanted to get to 9,000 gems so I could do some pulls. Okay. So we'll get to 9,000 gems, and then I believe we will call it quits for the day. So yeah, 9,000 gems. We'll do a couple more of these boss things. I will do another video when part 2 unlocks. So keep your eyes peeled. I've realised I could have just done like some normal levels to get the gems, but I feel like we've kind of got to play the Halloween events. Yeah, I get it, I did it. I'm in it for the gems, I'm in it for the pulls. So I'm going to do pulls across multiple banners. I'm not just going to focus on the Halloween one, purely because right now I have a lot of greens. So if I get Mummy Ken, I will be happy with Mummy Ken. But I'm not going for him. I'll be happy if I get Ran, but I've only got 2 days left, and I don't have enough gems to, you know, waste my monies. So yeah, the game is all about balance. The one downside I would say maybe about the game is that it sometimes has a lot of banners. So you'll have the event banner, and then you have in-between banners which go on between the events, but then you can also have the event going, and now you've got a birthday banner, and then you've got 2 special limited banners. So if you are doing free to play, I would just check the characters that are on the banner. I would check like the pull rate, because some of the banners will have better pull rates for maybe the characters that you want. So check all that before you decide where to throw your gems. Oh, I did get 9,000. Let me just receive my freebies. And then we'll do some gachas. But yeah, like I said, so right now you've got the Halloween banner. You've got... I would never pull on the national one because you can get the tickets. Save up your tickets. This is a limited run. This is a limited run. You see all these characters and it can be very overwhelming. But just go to like the gacha details, the general rates, and it will tell you your chances of getting characters. So you've got 4% to pull a 3-star. If we go to this banner, because there's only there will be more characters on the banner, but when it says pick up, it means those odds are boosted. If you go to general rates, they're actually not boosted, as you can see. It's actually less. It's only 3% chance and only 1% chance to get Ran. On the Halloween one, it's got the same, so 4% chance. So just, I would look at the characters that are available, because as you can see, yes, you have less of a chance of getting Ran on this banner, but you have a better shot at getting a free. So we're going to do a pull on this banner. Let's see, do I get Lucky Punk? Okay. Got my Tenjuku. I can never really fully pronounce his name. Kakuchu? Kakucho? Pretty much he's second hand to Izana. When he was introduced in the series and you hear his backstory, you're just like, oh, my poor baby boy. Okay, so it's quite nice. I got another red. Let's do a pull on Rand's banner. Okay. So I got a purple Takemichi. Oh, look who I got. Shion. Okay, his ability's actually not that bad. And I got 2 of him. That's kind of annoying. I said I didn't want him. I love how the game heard me. They go, oh, you didn't want him, did you? Here, have him. I've also got my free pull. On this one. No. I'm going to do my free... Oh, I've got 2. On the birthday one. I'm not going to put money into this one. Or I'm not going to do my gems on this one, I mean. I'm so used to saying money because of my paid accounts. Okay. 2-star Mikey. Let's do a random pull on this banner. Probably shouldn't have wasted my money. My gems. My diamonds. I keep saying money. Got money on the mind because it's payday for me in a couple of days. Oh, I got a purple. Aww. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong, I love this character, and I love how he's like Takemichi's like right-hand man. And I feel like he's a little bit underrated, because if anything, I love Takemichi as a character. I'm just going to say this now, but in terms of being a second, this guy really should be a captain. He's captain material. Just going to throw that out there. We also got my boy Hanma. Yay. Okay, so I did get a couple of frees. But I think that's how we are going to leave it for today. Let me just get my gifts. I think this will end up being like a longer video with all the stuff that's gone on. Oh, would you look at that? There we go. Right. We're going to end here. I have pretty much rambled on about a lot of different topics today, so if you can remember any of the topics, feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I will be doing another gameplay, like part 2, for like the part 2 of the event. So I'm going to play this event in my own time, and then I'll do another video for the part 2. You know, that's kind of how it works. If you guys are liking these videos, then press like, subscribe. You can tap that bell to be notified of when I upload on the channel. You can check out my last 2 videos or playlist, depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing, at the end of this video. Until next time, I'm Beth, Mediagirl94. Goodbye.